Hey, hey, folks. Good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Good day or night to you, sirs and madams, and everyone else outside and in between that. We've got the crazy watermelon lurking on his lurking wall. Here early. Claimed no more poems, no more friendly melon. Waiting for the stream, then said forget what was said before. Do we forget that you were waiting for us? Or do we forget about the poems or friendly melon? I don't know. And Angie Lady is here for some watermelon revenge with the fruit salad. We've got Kath as well. And Ogre Pamanguista. Good evening to both of you. So there are new... I don't know what this is. I'm assuming... Oh, it's a top fans thing. Interesting. There's some of you guys have new crown icons next to you. Interesting. Oh, you can gain XP from that. You level up, I guess. Yeesh. Oh, YouTube. Can I turn that off? I cannot. I cannot. It's been a thing for a while? Oh. I guess... Oh, you know what? I did just update OBS, so I wonder if that means OBS now supports it. Like showing it in the chat window here. Well, hello, Ruby Sticks. Welcome, thanks for being here. And Greg is here to say hello and then duck out. Welcome, Sakura Witch. How are you? The crowns serve no real purpose. Okay. Well, good. Bragging rights, I guess. Kath's first time seeing it. Sam Patton not seeing it on your phone? Okay. Must be a slow rollout. Hey there, Kolshi. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Let's pop everybody in game. Here we are. Hello, hello, folks. You know why we're here. Let's get to it. This is a Chores stream. We are not here for formalities and frivolities. We are here for work. And something just brushed by my knee. But I'm alone in this room. Very creepy. We're going to start today with the bees, as one does. And that means I forgot my scythe to cut down the stuff. Actually, I think we have... I'm pretty sure... Yes, we have plenty of cattails from tearing apart the previous batch of skips. Let's grab that. And then we have clay. Coude. Soccer Witch has been baking all day. That would leave you tired, I'll bet. Tonight's chores are... Colshi's having trouble with the fingers and keyboard. Tonight's chores, we're starting with the bees. I'll make sure we have everything filled here. We got bees. We got chopped trees. Mostly going to focus on trees that give us four firewood per log. So mostly the acacias. We'll do the acacias here and over at the other base. We'll turn some of that into charcoal and the rest will go back into our bin. And then, assuming we have time left, we're going to do some clay forming because down at the temple, if you'll recall from last week's stream, if you were here, and if the temple would like to load, we have made some new stairs and decided to line them with some planters. And we determined we need 24 planters, so we have some clay forming to do. So let's go ahead and we're going to remember that there's the one thing that we can't scroll through with the right-hand keys. And we're going to do this thing, and that thing, and that thing. Let me pick all these things up. Don't stop. Wait, why do I have... Oh, you're not quite ready yet. Ah, I see. Well then, you know what? You get to go back in here for now. I'd rather get them all at once. That's frustrating. I have enough problems with their durability. Oh, come on. Oh my goodness. Back in there. Okay, so scroll into here, and then there we go. Yeesh. And my pencil for marking off chores fell down next to me. Pardon me while I go fetch that. There you are. Alright, pencil, stay here this time, please. What about buying planters? We could buy planters. We could buy a few of them. They get pretty pricey, though. I have to do this down here now. And I'd kind of rather they all be relatively similar looking. You know, the same if I can do it. Let's go ahead and make all 8 of these that we need for this job. Didn't I grab both stacks of... Oh, it's in my other backpack, isn't it? Hi. Yeah. Hello. It's me. I'm the problem. There we are. Yeah, I want uniformity. We're gonna do the diagonals today. Do those a lot, I guess, but whatever. Get funny sounds. So, how are folks tonight? We had a bit of a day here. I can keep my eyes open, but only barely. We had a bit of an incident last night where the kids decided sleep was overrated for both them and us. So they made sure we got no sleep last night. Bzz, bzz. Angel Lady had a flaming dumpster fire of a day. Oh man. I've had a few of those myself. For sure. I mean, we all do. But it is a special kind that earns the flaming dumpster title, isn't it? Sleep issues abound, huh? Oh my. Well, I guess we're all in good company then. Let's go... You know what we could do? Hang on. Why don't we just make one of these things? The rod can be any material. Let's go make one of these. Let's save ourselves a modicum of time in the future. And let's just grab the nearest ingot. I don't have an anvil here anymore. Work was crazy, Angie Lady. Well, I hope tomorrow is a better day. Someone in the OR managed to do 10,000 damage to a machine. Oof. Yeah. That'd be a fireable offense where I come from. Alright, got iron rod there. Let's go ahead and we're gonna pop you in here. Wait, I don't have the fruit press mod on. I'm thinking about 1.21. Let's make one anyway. There you are. Good about Kotzen, you're here to say hello, but it's 3 AM for you. Oh my, well get some sleep. Gin and Tonic's taking a few vacation days from work. Well, good deal. Spend too much money on home improvement stuff. Well, you know, that's the kind of thing that can pay you back in the long run. Especially if it's like, I mean, one, if it's decorative, then it's improving your life in your home. So that's, you know, one thing. And then if you're fixing things, it's better to fix things in your home than to wait till they break and have to deal with them. I say we, but it's largely my dad. My dad and I are working on restoring my front door, which is the original 1970 door, made of not quite old growth Douglas fir, but not the new stuff with rings that are like an inch apart. So not super hard like the real good old stuff, but not super soft like the modern stuff. And we had to peel off with chemicals like 500 layers of paint. I think I talked about this last weekend. I'm not sure. All right, good enough. I need one rod. I keep wanting to call it a bar. Yeah, I also recently decided I had enough cleaning gutters, because we have a lot of trees near our house. And I was like, let's see about gutter guard. And I had a company come and give us a quote. They wanted like $6,000 to put gutter guard on. And it was this really convoluted looking thing that to my non-professional gutter guard eyes would have actually just caused more stuff to get trapped and then caused the water to run like down the edge of the roof and places you don't want it to be. And so I said no. I mean, the cost was the big factor, but there we go. But so I went and got like, you know, $200 of gutter guard, did it myself, and it has paid itself off so many times over already. Basically, chicken wire. No, it's I mean, you could gutter guard with chicken wire. It would not be very effective. See, we need to grab some stuff. Let's see, we need fruit press, 2 resin, 1 fat. And then a hammer and chisel from the other place. Okay. But the good gutter guard stuff is like a very fine screen mesh. And the stuff that I got is sort of like these, like sort of layered shingles in the mesh to sort of help the water keep flowing and to push other leaves and things off of the gutter guard rather than getting stuck in it. And so far, I have not had to clean them off once, so. You got your last loaf of bread in the oven. All right, Sakura Witch. All right. We have a Hamar. We have a Chizel. And then I forget the rest. Boop. There we go. You go over here. So. Rod. This thing, so the chisel goes here, the fat goes here, and then I gotta close you, and we gotta get the wood out. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I thought I had the wood here still. I guess I don't. And the saw is not me. Oh my goodness. I'm a wreck. Yep, okay. I did this to me. You come with me. Bring you back over to this side. Boom. Alright, so we're going to toss these in there. 20 pineapple seeds. Wow. Taking a quick moment to peek at the kids. Yeah, Kurazini is usually pretty good long term. Kurazumi, a little more unpredictable. Not by a whole lot, but enough. Okay, let's just grab... I could have sworn that I had a stack of acacia somewhere recently. Guess not. Okay. Whatevs. Saw. And hey, Gin and Tonic is playing Vintage Story as you speak. Awesome. Good deal. We needed 12. Which is perfect. That means it's 1 log. Ta-da! Alright. Do I remember the... What is this? Oh, that's right. The wooden roofs. Oh, I forgot this was a thing. Oh, man. Oh, that's fun. I completely forgot about wooden roofs. Roofs? Roofs. Roofs. Hey, there we go. Fruit press. Okay. And let's put away the things that we don't need anymore. Namely you. And I'm gonna hang on to the saw. In you go. Are we honey pressing? So close, low poly cat spin. I was going to, and then I remembered that I don't actually have the fruit press, or the honey in fruit press mod on, and we don't yet have 1.21, because that's a bit out. So for now, we'll chuck these in here, and I'll put a note down. Let's see, where's the pencil that I dropped and retrieved? Here we go. So for the next stream prep is install honey press, or whatever it's called, beeswax press mod. There we go. And we'll come back here and we'll just scoosh it all out. Alright, so let's go drop off all the things again, because we're going to need some inventory space. We're going to go chop some trees. I am not super concerned about getting seeds, I don't think. Maybe I am. I thought I had a batch of seeds lying around. Did I just plant them all? Or am I just... Oh, I have 13 seeds. Okay, yeah, we need some more seeds. Okay. As I was saying, I'm definitely concerned about getting seeds. So make sure to get some. Let's also grab our shears. We'll start over at the temple, since we're going to go there to drop things off anyway. That's plenty of shear strength for, I get it, for getting enough to replant. I don't want to get too many. The neighborhood fireworks have started. Oh goody. Hey there, Kalzamar. Just got back from Tokyo. Your wife did. Awesome. How did she like it there? Is she turning Japanese? Does she think so? Let's see. So we want something like this. Ought to do. There we go. I'm just going to sort of clip the ones I can reach from the ground without jumping too much. So I have to. Ahem. I don't think we'll need to spend too much time shearing, since these guys drop tons of seeds. Assuming I can reach them. There's a lot of very tall acacias here. What the heck? She answered with a thumbs up. She must be tired. I imagine that was a bit of a long flight. How are we looking on seeds? We've got 22 seeds. I'd like a few more, but I might just get the rest from the oasis base trees. Actually, I do kind of wonder if I have more seeds in one of the chests here. I didn't use my eyeballs to check earlier, but maybe we can do that now. Didn't need seeds. Let's get chopping. I mean, Chopin. Oh, really? Oh my goodness. Of course you do. Yes, when you plant trees on sand, they have a tendency to grow one block into the ground and replace the sand block. I doubt that's on purpose. But it could be. You never know. Tyron does crazy things. Tyron does what Tyron wants. It's our local friendly neighborhood Tyrant. You are a big boy. Oh, there's one up here. Get you before I forget you. There we go. Did this one do it too? It did. Look at that. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna pop some dirt down so it doesn't keep doing that. Not that I have, you know, any shortage of sand going on. More just I don't have to be replacing the sand constantly. Boop. Oh, I missed one. Let's get you. The Dateline time travel. So depending on how much wood we end up getting, I do want to do it a full run of charcoal, because we're grinding up most of ours to turn into terra preta. So we'll see how much we end up with. I might end up having to use a lot of this for that and not store much of it, but I don't know how much this will fill our crate. Question for anyone who knows. Do trees also grow down into gravel if given the opportunity? Or is it just sand? Right. So this is the last one for now. Over here. Oh, I missed a few blocks back here. Oopies. And some down here. How did I miss these? Hadn't been looking, I guess. Alright, oh, and what is this nonsense? Oh boy. Oh, there's more here too. Wow. Let's just make a quick ladder. Any more up here? No, okay. Right, let's run back to the oasis. We will deposit these and sleep. I was busy reading chat. Yeah, probably. Okay. Oh, sweet. So that, I think, perfectly fills that. And then the rest we can use for charcoal. And hopefully that will give us enough charcoal to make some terra preta and have some left over. Goodness. Some left over, as I was saying, for future runs of steel. Let's go ahead and sleep. Hashtag blame chat. Always, always blame chat. I just realized I didn't bring any water here with me. So no hydration breaks for me. I'll have to use the sprayer I use for the mushrooms. I still like picking these up and put them down to get my food in and out. I don't know, it's just a force of habit. It makes it feel more vintage story to me. Any nasties out here? Nope. Okay. Ah, no! Our cabbage got heat stroke. Shame. All right. And knock these down and replace their seeds. If you select the option to get the elk and then go through the rest of the mission talk options, the elk won't spawn and you'll be down 50 gears. Ouch. Here's our first rift of the stream. Hey there, Rift. How you doing, buddy? It's daytime, so you keep your filthy fingers away from me. Yeah, that's definitely a cause for just going into creative mode. Like, hands down. No foul. Well, red flag on the game's part. Oh, it's too hot for the bees now. Right. I forgot that down here in the summer, the bees don't like to work. Ah. That might stymie our lighting ambitions. It sounds like the spawn condition for the elk is like you have to request the elk and then close the dialogue, and then the elk spawns. So if you go into other dialogue options, it clears that flag and doesn't spawn the elk. Maybe. You don't see an elk mod that stops the screaming. The screaming is kind of funny to me. It just, I don't know, it's a bit of a gag bit. I wouldn't mind if it was a little quieter though. Like, maybe like 2/3 to 3/4 as loud. Because if you're next to it and you got headphones on, it's actually pretty loud. Oh, hello. Missing spot. Alright. Nothing fell down in here, looks like. Nope. Ha. Whoever grunted rather than screaming, Storm Thunders. Yeah, I get behind that. Alright, so... trees, let me mark this down. Trees, check. Chop trees, check. Alright. Make charcoal is next. Let's put things away that we don't need right now. Got one for the actual fire. That's handy. Steal you. And we're gonna leave our fancy axe here. Let's just put you against the wall. We'll grab these junkers. Yeah. So each full stack will do essentially a 1x2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Why don't we just 11? Yeah, we'll just fill this guy up. Maybe we'll raise it by a block. I might go steal a few more logs to finish this out. Okay, and we'll save that one for the very last. Whoops. Goodbye. Hey there, old wolf of Faran. Welcome. Whoops. No, get back here. Oh, middle click when placing these. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. Oops, nope. Middle click, then you don't bump the scroll wheel by accident. Certainly helps. Alright, so then we have... Yeah, we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna just make a little step up here. Let's take out... There's the shovel. Do that. We'll just raise this up by 1 block. And you down. Oh, and we're out. So we need 2.5 more stacks of logs. Pick block should become vanilla. I think it is a 1.21. I think I read something about that. Can someone correct me? Check my math. Alright, so 2 and then 1/2. Hey there, Kyokyo Disaster. Did you join at the right time? Yeah, we're only about half an hour in. So you haven't missed much. We just did some beekeeping, did some wood chopping, some tree chopples. Oops, don't hold shift when moving things like that. There we are. Okay, there we are. View down. I am going to just do a bit of that. Fire you up. Do I still waste my time tying the elk up? It is lit, okay. Doesn't look very lit to me, but alright. Sheesh. No, Kolshi, I actually, I built a little pen for it. The rope kept snapping with a gunshot sound. So he has a little pen now. He stays here. Who's a good boy? Yes, you're a good boy. You took me all the way to that stupid place with that stupid bird that I can't even ride as a pet. I am out of here. I'm getting too mad. Alright, let's get this back in here. You go there, you're with me. And we only have 1 axe left and only a partial one. Alright. Alright, charcoal. Check. Ta-da! Then it is time for us to do some clay forming. I know you're all excited to get to that. We got 24 planters to make. And I don't think we have enough clay to make it. I could be wrong. Let's start with that. And let's just spread them out here as best we can. Planta. Seven, 8. All right, halfway there. I hope these stack in the inventory. I don't know if they do or not. maybe we'll start with 12, and then we'll do the rest afterward. Oh, I haven't done clay forming in forever. Oh, man. Am I going to do fancy beehive kiln colors? Every now and then, sure. I'll probably like really play with that more in the 3rd guide series whenever that comes out. Next month. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's not starting next month. Yeah, I'd like to get into that. I had a bit of a change of an idea that I had for the build that I'm thinking about. I was going to use one particular block, and then they made those new brick colors, and I was like, ooh, I've started some fake news. Some false excitement. You let your elk free roam, Colchi, and use the whistle. So the whistle only works if you're within 1 kilometer. So if it roams outside your range, you can be in for a rough time. Nope, stop it. All right. Now the fun part, doing all these little onesie bits. I do wonder, is it more efficient to do it this way? Just go around here like this. And then do this. It would be, except that it doesn't always, yeah, and you can't click on the blocks below it to clear out those. We'll stick with the 1 by 1 by 1. Oh yeah, I'm doing the single layer for sure, Colchi. That was the plan. I was wondering if the single layer could be done faster with the 3 by 3, but the answer is no. So we'll stick with this for now. So I was doing some thinking about the new changes to molds and how you have to break anvils out. While that's certainly annoying, I don't think it's going to be like the worst thing, because realistically you only have to make like a maximum of 2 anvil molds if you do both copper and bronze. And realistically, if you're both lucky and clever, you'll skip the copper anvil altogether. It does require you finding some kind of bronzing material, but that is easy to do in the Copper Age. Just take your bowl and your pickaxe and your prospecting pick and go for a drive. Yep, these are pots for flowers, Kyoko Disaster. We're going to go on flanking the steps from the walkways of the temple up to the plaza. Boop. So my checklist apparently was a little bit short, because once I finish this clay forming, we're going to be out of checklist. So I think what we'll do is, assuming we have at least, we'll say, half an hour left, and I'm thinking we will, we'll go and we'll search for some olivine. I think I have a couple places we've already found some, we can dig into. Pretty sure one of these is marked. Yep. Marked and pinned. So we'll go grab some of that. Was wanting that for the bricks for the beehive kiln. Now I did go a little nuts with getting titanium for them, and it looks to me, and maybe someone can tell from experience, it looks to me like the beehive kiln is generally less likely to damage the bricks than the cementation furnaces are. Yep, you're correct, like Catspin. We need the olivine for refractory bricks for the kiln. Hey there, Lord Hades. Ah, finally you got my message. Have you tortured those souls lately that I told you about? Hey, Chris, I just wanted to say your Desert Life playthrough not only inspired me to do my own desert playthrough, it's also your very first playthrough. Hey, oh wow, you are... you went straight for hard mode. Or are you doing a similar, like, desert, but you're exploring in the jungle and generally southern living kind of playthrough? Your olivine patch is full of gems. They're surprisingly rare. I was kind of hoping that peridot would be a lot more common in olivine. But I've only found a few veins that contain peridot. Or peridot, as some would say. You live in the closest jungle? Okay. I assume that desert. Very cool. Well, I hope the desert and the jungles treat you kindly. We're gonna do a bit of this, split that onto there. Yeah, so Kolshi, not every olivine deposit has peridot. There is some element of getting pretty lucky. It is kind of like quartz, where not every quartz deposit has gold and or silver in it. Sounds like you just gotten pretty lucky. Ore seems scarce in the desert, but you have plenty of food. Good. Well, not good on the ore, but some legwork should fix that. I think we're going to be either just squeaking by on clay, or we're going to be like just not quite squeaking by on clay for these. So we'll need to go and dig up some clay. It might be worth digging up both blue and red clay. I should probably check. I think we're going to fire clay too. I think we checked that last time. I'll take a peek as we go reload our clay here. It's a rooster doo. Check on the kids while we do this. Blessed silence. Excellent. Excellent. Stay asleep, children. You know what they say. Silence is golden. Oh, duct tape is silver. You like how the voxels dip into the negatives sometimes? Yeah, it corrects though. Alright, Keth, have a good one. Take care. Hey, positive Aries. We got a lot of ancient deities here in chat tonight. Or at least two. If I had a nickel every time. Time to worry and the kids are silent. I mean, when they're in bed, not so much. Then it's time to, like, breathe a sigh of relief. Gods need hobbies too. So we're going to be a bit shy. Yeah, we don't have enough. So let's pick these up. Let's see how many we can carry at once. Please stack. Please stack. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna guess it stacks to 8, doesn't it? Yep. Okay. That's fine. That is fine. Let's put them in the chest out here. This will be... Could tear this down too, I guess. Pop this here. Oh. Free axe? Why not? With that. It's all this junk. Who put this? Oh, I did. I put this here. Yeah, let's just grab all this stuff. Tear you down. Tear you down and build you back up. Ahem. That's, pretty special. Hey there, Wolvenite. Welcome. Thought I had a beehive kiln? This was the beehive kiln. But this is from the beehive kiln mod that we don't need anymore. Which I actually uninstalled the mod. Meaning I went and pressed the delete key in the folder. Boop. Alright. So we got some spare fire brick blocks. I don't think we can break these down, can we? No. Okay. That's okay. Maybe decoration later. Definite maybe. Okay, let's go... let's go sleep pretty soon, probably. And then we'll identify a blue clay deposit, like that one right there. You know what else we could do? Let's be smart. Oh yeah, we could use them for coke ovens, Kolshi. You're right. We gotta make another iron door. I don't want to do it. Or the hatch door. Don't make me do it, Kolshi. Let's see. I wanted to come in here and turn these guys back on. I think you're... If I could get up the ladder, great. I think you're pretty well done. Yeah, but you... You're still full of junk. Oh, you're still going. There was no point in coming here. Okay. It's just 2 plates. That is 4 iron ingots I could use to make more shears. Or turn into steel. Okay. I got a little bit of flint. I think I have a flint stack somewhere here. Ah, there it is. Oh, it's... close enough. Alright. Let's put the blue clay down here so we don't end up bringing it with us when we go to get more. Oops. I'm going to bust these up too while I'm here. We haven't used them in, like, literally about a year in real life. All right. Medium productivity, not the greatest. Not the... Oh, we have some more sticks on us. Where is my stick box? Here's one. Hey, it fit perfectly. Awesome. I must have stolen a stack from that at some point. Best guess. Would be nice to open the chest, the only one holding things. You keep adding things, not taking, and never know where you put them. Yeah, that's a real danger in games like this when you have 5,000 chests. Alright, so get clay, make planters, maybe get some olivine. Oh. I have more lime, okay. I put things in the darndest places sometimes. there. What are you? Debarked oak. Oh, I can't do much with you. Okay. Interesting. So you can't, Huh. Couldn't you turn these into boards before? Oh, no. No. Go away. Where are you? Are you in my compound? Nope, you're there. Oh, I see. You can see me through the, through that. Okay, well. Good night, kids. We'll see how long you last under the sun. I must have cursed myself, because we had a long stretch of calm relativity in the last stream. And now it's been medium this entire time. Okay. You guys still out there? Yeah, you're still moving around. Let's just... Oops. Let's go out this exit here. Oh my goodness, that sun is gross. You know what? While we're here... What the... I get you. Yeah. I'm better at this than you are, buddy. Maybe not by a whole lot. I think I lost an arrow to the door. Didn't see if it went through the door. Did you glitch through the door? No, you just disappeared. Okay. Cool. Love that. Nothing. Just on the off chance that there are temporal gears to be had here. Time to dig an entire clay pit? That's probably what we'll do. Don't even want it. Get gone. Alright, so we're going to dig up whatever clay we can here. Should be most of a blue clay pit. I don't think we did much damage to it last time we were here. A year and change ago. Run away, Gazel. Yeah, this is still... Oh, this is really, really fresh. This is basically a brand new clay deposit. Alright. Alright, flax. Bye, flax. Alright, so we'll fill up our inventory. We'll fill up the basket on our back. And then that'll be good for quite some time, I think. Oops, that's dirt. Don't need that. I mean, actually, I kind of do. If I'm being honest, I do kind of need dirt. Come to think of it. But we're not here for dirt. So it stays. And if we don't get to the olivine tonight, then we'll definitely be doing that probably first thing during the stream this Sunday. Piggly. bite to eat. Okay, and then back to digging. So if you haven't seen it yet, by the way, I put out a silly little short about the underwater crop growth. We started an experiment, I think last Chores stream, but time moves so slowly in this world that like we really couldn't see if it was going to grow. We planted some rice underwater. Turns out you can grow crops underwater. It's a bit wonky, but you can do it. And I have made some additional discoveries about growing crops underwater, keeping your crops watered underwater. There's an art to it. There's a full-blown art to it. But also, someone asked if rabbits will still attack crops underwater, and the answer is, I don't know yet. I'm going to try that out probably tomorrow night. But it would be an amusing little way of keeping rabbits out of your crops. Not terribly efficient or practical, but funny. I don't want the... My goodness. I don't want the seeds. Go away. Why is it that when I don't want seeds is when the RNG decides, oh, have some seeds. Do they survive winter? You mean like being frozen in ice? Ooh. No. They probably do. Given that there doesn't seem to be any attention paid to that scenario, I'm going to bet that they just handle the ice just fine. But it is a good question. Your first build was a greenhouse with rand, dirt, and ice. I find that with the changes that they made to crops in like 1.17. So crops, if you haven't been playing this game for terribly long, back in 1.16 and prior, crops grew a lot faster, but they also yielded a lot less produce. So you ended up spending a lot more time farming for the same amount of produce. And I guess it did also, they had to change how soil recovered too. Because it was the same amount of materials for each harvest of crops. But you used to have to spend a lot of time getting those crops. And at that point, because there was a faster turnaround, I feel like the greenhouses had much more impact. Like right now, it's sort of like you might be able to start a harvest a couple days early. But back then, you could easily get an extra harvest or two out of the greenhouse. Like full-on extra harvest. Which back then, 2 harvests was about the same as 1 harvest today. It sounds to me like Kurozetta's home. Early, it sounds. So you might hear her in the background here for a bit. My current office / gaming room is the first room off the garage. So gets a lot of traffic through here. Oh, we're full. I'm like, why am I not picking things up? Right. Pop you down. And let's just fill you up. Like so. And I'm going to do this, that, so we can sort of see when our inventory fills up. When the water freezes, does it get a greenhouse effect? I don't know. I don't think the water freezes or gets affected by the greenhouse. Although I want to say that water might need to be open to the sky to freeze. I'm not sure. That might be another block game thing. So I'm pretty sure I have had some like basement panning pools that never froze in winter, even though it was clearly freezing down there. Do scythes work underwater or knives for harvesting? I did try. I used my hands. I imagine the scythe would be the one to be less likely to work, just because it has its own special thing it does. For the water above the crops. Does frozen water give greenhouse effect? I don't know. That'd be interesting. That'd be so funny if it did. Oh my goodness. So many good questions. So many things to explore in the Mythmusters. Hey there, Smiley Riley. Not staying long? Well, thanks for stopping by at least. I'd be tickled pink if you could smash that like button on the way out. My brother-in-law thinks it's hilarious to, like, shout, smash that like button whenever I mention doing YouTube. Actually, I wanted to place you. Can I place you? No. I can just use you or not. No. 2 clay. Not the worst loss ever. So let's go and we will do these last 12 planters. Thanks, Smiley Riley. You absolutely will smash the like button. Desert pumpkins just sitting here forever. Forever and ever. Wobbly boost. You gently pressed it. That won't do. That's just... You kids these days can't follow directions. No. Oh my. My lantern is not in my hand. There we go. Fill her up. Alright, 1280. That's probably it. Ooh. Well, let's, I guess let's get the clay out of here. And then we'll see how much we use. No, nope, nope, nope. Stop it. Grab you. Go. Ah, good. Lead hammering the like button. Perfect. Alright, everyone's favorite chore of all, clay forming. The best hobby. Come to think of it. Planter. Ash forest copper. You can make a decorative planter. Oh, you can chisel, change its shape. Interesting. So it looks like... Oh, here we go. So you can do a colored planter. Oh. Interesting. Raw planter fire clay. Ah, interesting. Okay, so you can use Bricklayers to make some custom colors, but it looks like some of them you can't. Like the blue one. Oh. Interesting. So if you go to the blue one, it doesn't say you can make it, but if you go to the raw version, you can. Malachite. I'm not interested in malachite color planters. The blue planters actually might be the thing. Malachite clay. Oh no. Grinds, crushing. No. Not doing any of that. I can't stand Bricklayers. I'm gonna be honest. Bricklayers is just so much extra work. Am I excited for the colored clay next update? I am. I think it'll be nice to have some variety in clay colors for basic things. I do hope, but I didn't see, and I haven't really delved into it yet. I hope you can still make the nice dark black clay stuff. Like, do the pit kilns maybe like default to doing the black outputs? Because they're so basic. But we won't have the option at least. Have to bake the malachite planter in the kiln to make the blue one. Yeah, I saw that. So we're not going to fire these tonight because we're going to make the kiln first. But I want to take a peek. So we could do that. I just am not. Yeah, gotta pulverize the malachite and then grind it again. That's just Bricklayers. As if Tyron's designs didn't make life difficult enough. Hey there, Polite. Did you miss much? We missed about an hour. We've done tree chopping and beekeeping and charcoal making. Went and dug some clay. And now we're using that clay. And I think I am gonna probably go get the olivine here. It's not too far away, I don't think. I don't think we need a ton of it. We basically need one piece of crushed olivine per brick that we make. And the kiln, I don't think requires as much material to make as the cementation furnace. I could be horribly wrong. Oh, we're gonna need crushed bauxite too to make. Oh my goodness. I guess if we have enough of that stuff. I better go put bauxite and quartz in them. We have mining to do. Maybe should have been a mining episode. Mining stream. Let's pop that over. Does the layer copy transfer to other clay form in the same shape? So, whatever tool mode you're on stays around. As long as you use the same stack of clay or the same tool. So if I switch to this stack of clay, well, I guess it defaults to single piece. So if I swap to duplicate layer and I move to this clay pile, it's on single piece. If I go back to here, it's on duplicate layer again. Did I hear about the new mining mod called Carpal Tunnel? Which reminds me, I do need to sort of sort out my gaming setup here. So I got this new chair. It has armrests now, which are great. But when I game, I like to sit differently than I'm typing. Because when I'm typing, I don't really need like fine mouse control. When I'm gaming, I think I do. Question mark. And so I sit differently, and I want to sit closer to the desk. But the armrests now get in the way of that. I have to think about that. Maybe I'll just use the armrest and be somewhat less precise with the mouse. I don't know. It's more than the cementation furnace, really. Oh boy. I guess it makes sense given that steel is, well, steel is kind of optional in a way. But I think it's less optional than having cool clay colors. Is the armrest removable? No, they're fully adjustable, but the way my desk is designed and the armrests, I can't get them fully out of the way. Oop, I ran out. Whoopsie. Yeah, you gotta get the gamer lean going on. Do I have a list of client-side mods, raw beats? I don't keep them separate right now because I'm not on a server. I'm running the game natively, so. But there's always the full mod list in the video description. Although I don't know, I may have forgotten to update the Chores mod with the latest one. It should be like an early June date, I want to say. You might want to check one of the other videos for the mod list. I'll try to remember to update the mod list. Oops. Missed these ones. Oh, how dare I? Okay, now we've rectified that mistake. Checking the rest. I see shadows in every single other one. If I can speak right, every single other one. Let's go ahead and now we can copy these. So there's a streamer I watch, although I watch his VODs, Radamont. He started playing Astronauts again, and curse him, he's made me want to fire that game up now. I think I mentioned, or suggested that it could be a future non-vintage story game to stream sometime on the channel. And I think people were pretty receptive to it. It's vintage story, but in space. I'm not kidding, it is just as tedious as vintage story. Radamont was your first exposure to vintage story? Nice. I feel like his audience-powered decision-making is less useful, or is less beneficial in vintage story. Coffin Run. No, so I've actually only played it once, so I am far from an expert in Astronauts. So I'd probably do a fairly standard run, honestly. Build a ship and build it bigger. Flip some ships. Erkenbrand Lort. Opinion on Public Drive? Or Public. Pacific Drive. I don't have a huge opinion on that. I've had it suggested to me a couple times. I've very, very briefly watched someone play it in a review, and it didn't really draw me in, but it was a pretty brief review. So it could be worth looking into. There's another one. Oh, there's a truck driving simulator sandbox RPG, like Dust Storm, something on a dust trailer, Trails of Dust. I forget. someone in chat might know. But basically, it's a 2D game, and you basically have like a truck, and you drive through a post-apocalyptic, desert wasteland, and you have to like manage your fuel and your truck crew, and you mostly do like deliveries and stuff to places. How would you like to put stuff in? Oh my, not this again. Oh my goodness. Yeesh. Yeah, you're bummed when the audience chose to end Video Story. Yeah, that's the one thing that I don't like about his style, is that like sometimes he'll just end a game like in the middle of a run because the audience didn't vote to watch it. Which I get, like, if you're doing YouTube full time like he is, you need to have your videos go where the audience wants to go. It's kind of not really optional. All right, we got about 15 minutes, and I can go over tonight. It's not a big deal. I want to go get some olivine. So why don't we book it in that general direction? Oh, you're kind of far. Oh, that's right. We needed bauxite. Do we have bauxite already? Is the question. I don't think we do. Oops. We have very little bauxite. Okay. So we can kind of two birds, one stone. Maybe do like half bauxite, half olivine. So if we fill 8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 12, 16, 20, 21 slots here. Plus 8 is 29. So 14 and 15 slots worth of stuff. I would say 15 for olivine and 14 for bauxite. And that should be perfect. Let's just sleep now. We'll leave in the morning. I'll probably grab a second. Maybe I don't need a second crock. We shouldn't be way too long. Oh, really? I guess we're not doing that. I guess we're not doing that at all, are we? Shoot. We just slept. Let's see if it'll let us sleep through this one. I don't really want to, I really don't want to have to deal with this one. Game said, nah, yeah. Let's see. Ore bombs. I have 3 ore bombs. Can I make more? Blasting powder, flax, twine, linen. Ooh, yeah, now we're out of saltpeter. So we'll bring these 3. It's not even worth it. Leave them here. We'll do it by hand. Well, well, well. Time to wait. I suppose. Thanks. Thanks, game. Ah, shoot. What the? Oh, can they see me out there? I bet they can. Or he was like down there somewhere. Man, they can see you forever away. Rodamont used to play his games to completion. Yeah, so with the storms, they are, I'm just going to say here, they are changing how the falx works. So you won't have to actually harvest the drifters by hand if you're using a falx. I'm not sure about the short sword or spears, and I assume thrown spears and arrows won't do it. But they will basically pull out. Maybe that's just their default sound. Anyway, but yeah, so the falx will actually pull out the materials from the drifters and other creatures as you attack them. So you won't have to spend time harvesting by hand, which would be great. That'd be amazing. I'm gonna let this go till 2 hours, and then I'll try sleeping again. It might dump us in the middle of the storm. If it does, I hope we just run. We'll run to where we're gonna go mine. Call it a day. Because we'll probably be in the middle of the storm, and by the time we get there, it should be ending. It should be light enough to be able to see what we're doing. So we'll be about another minute and change. Yeah, we get to beat the Chinese out. It's like it's like Sonic when Sonic gets you know, falls on a needle or touches an enemy, all the rings fly out of him. Thrown into a heck hole. Yeah. Cosmore, you're right about the Firefly comparison with Rodman and not finishing things. But no, we got that great movie, Serenity. A totally great movie. It definitely wrapped everything up and didn't destroy any characters. Hey there, Brandon Funk. Welcome. Not buying it, are you? Okay. Alright, let's see what we got here. Still too soon? Man, it's been 20 years. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Just let me sleep through it. Oh, yeah. Alright, okay, sweet. We skipped the whole dang storm. Perfect. Alright. Go out this way. Swap this for that. I hear a hyena. Yeah, you probably wanted to come eat me, didn't you? And let's go to where the green rocks are. I snoozed past the alarm. Hey, maybe if Tyron lets in the hightail folks to do their thing, maybe we can have someone make a Serenity vintage story. Vintage Serenity. How do rivers clean their blades? I don't know, Pausivaries. Is this going to be a bad dad joke? They put them through the wash? Oh, reavers, not rivers. Okay. Ooh, the mysterious question mark block. What about Kenshi? I hear Kenshi is about as big of an investment as Vintage Story is. Time-wise. Is that pretty true? Pretty close to the mark? No, go away, dude. Don't need your stuff. Big grinds. Yeah. You know, I also find that I'm not a huge fan of the more open-ended RPGs. Mostly getting beat up a lot. So yeah, so basically Valheim on steroids. So I'm going to say probably not my bag. It's not my bag, baby. So probably not to Kenshi. I really enjoy games where you get to obviously design and build things. Vintage Story, Wildmender. I played Valheim. Valheim would have been fun if I didn't also have Vintage Story to play as well. What else is there? Star Sector's kind of a outlier. That is a gorgeous goat. Hi, I love your coat. I'm not going to kill you. You're cute. I mean, you do still get to build your fleet in Star Sector. And that's more of a... That appeals to me on the crunchy aspect of, like, make numbers go burr, and then the numbers make guns go burr. Medieval Dynasty, I honestly don't know much about that one. Actually, I already have quite a list of games that I would love to play on the channel at some point. I still want to put them to votes, like if there are games that people just really don't want to see, then I don't want to spend the time playing them on the channel. Hello. Light cheese. Liche. Yeah, no long dark or green hell, no. And I would probably generally avoid playing building games while I'm also playing Vintage Story, unless it's if it's a fairly basic building game where you're not spending the time you do in Vintage Story to play it. I'd probably stay away from it while we're doing Vintage Story. Partly for the time aspect and partly for the sort of sameness aspect. I want variety. Variety is the spice of life. And whoever controls the spices controls the world. Santa Claus, 2014. It's very riff delicious out here. Is this really the closest olivine we have? Goodness, how far down is this? Didn't say. Oh, it's like right here. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, let's get down, please. Oh boy. I love that. I hear you. I hated that sound. I do not like that sound. Oh my goodness. What is this nonsense? Ugh. Gross. Well, it's olivine, so I'll take it, I guess. Hey, dude. Come on. Yeah, whatever. I must have already been here. Did I blast this out already or something? I really don't recall. Well, let's get to work. We're doing this the old-fashioned way. Yes, they did blast it already? Okay. So I'm the reason this is barely navigable. I think we've had another olivine deposit at some point that was closer. Not sure. Yeah. Oh, there's one here. Yeah, could have gone here. Okay. Is olivine always under orange stone? No, olivine's always in peridotite, though. You'll only ever find it inside peridotite. Volcanoes? No, there are areas of geological activity, but they don't produce volcanoes. Just sort of like little. Well, they'll produce the hot water pools above ground, and then below ground you'll find like Just sort of small pockets of red hot magma. Will aluminum from bauxite be added to the game? I don't know. I kind of suspect not. Mostly because there are a lot of metals and materials that have been in the game for a very long time, but weren't implemented. I mean, there are even titanium bars in the game files, but you can't make them. Aluminum was never added to the game, and I suspect that that might just not be happening. Black Flare, hey, welcome. You found a crazy gold and silver vein. 554 ore chunks from a single vein. That's nuts. Also, how much you want for that? Actually, I think we're pretty good on gold. Now beeswax is the bottleneck. You think if aluminum's added, it'll be a real annoying process? No. No. Not a vintage story. Tyron would never do that to us. He loves us too much. It would surely be super easy and convenient to get. And definitely worth it. Yeah, given that aluminum, aluminum, aside from being the rich person's metal back in the day, I don't know, since it's not, like, without alloying it, it's not terribly strong or anything. So I don't know if people back then would have had much of a use for it. You want uranium for uranium glass? Just one small deposit of peridotite. Or olivine. We might be here a little while. Yeah, we'll definitely go over. I'll probably go to about 10:15 or so. And then we'll call it. Oh my goodness, dad jokes. Thanks, Nightbot. I used to work at a stationery store, but I didn't feel like I was going anywhere. So, I got a job at a travel agency. Now I know I'll be going places. Bump. Somebody just snorted at me. Was it a cow above ground? Or a creepy, poke-faced, bow-torn underground? Who knows? We'll come back that way later. Maybe. I keep thinking this is lava above me. I'm in the other block game. No! Lava drop! Don't dig up! There's something snorting at me over there. A gearfoot boat torn? I think we're a little too high for that. I'll come back for you eventually if I need you. I doubt it. Why do I have the feeling we're going to get jump scared in the back by a drifter? Suspicious. Very suspicious. Oh, great. Have I tested the ultra deep mobs? I've gone into creative worlds and gone to witness their atrocities. They're pretty creepy. I'm curious. So I haven't actually messed with them in survival. I'm a little too scared to. Do the bellhead shivers actually function like bells? Like, can they call allies in? Or are they just strong shivers? Yeah, they're pretty horrible. They don't? Okay. They just beat you to death with their bell. Alright, let's take a quick sleep here. See if we can get past this high risk activity. What's going on? Hey, Burnzilla. Yeah, you're a little late to the party. We've only got a few minutes left here. I'm likely to call it in about 10 minutes or so. Alright, only down to medium. Well, I'll take it. It'll do. Oh. Oh, fun. The welcoming party is here. Hi, guys. What's up? You know I have armor on, guys. Oh, good. This isn't even lit properly. Okay. Let's see how it is. What the? Hang on. I heard it. Somebody falling in a hole nearby. Suspicious again. Bet you can't wait till we have the suit to go to the Rust world. The suit? Do I know what the suit is? Well, if I have to wear a suit. Oh, yeah, like yeah, the suits that are like on like metal holders. Yeah, like mecha suits. I'd take mecha suits in this game. If I can't get a mecha bird, then one mecha suit. Come on, Tyron. Give me one or the other. I think I will carve these guys real quick. See if you have anything good. No. And no. Temporal resistance suits. Well, as long as I can tie a Windsor knot in this, with a tie for the suit, it's all good. It's gotta be a full Windsor, none of those half Windsor things. Ugh. Oh, I don't want to pick up any parrot weight. No. Don't make me do it. Problem solved. He likes my dirt solution, guys. What isn't, I mean, it isn't that I hate peridotite. It's just that I don't want to pick up any small stones and have to deal with them. Like, put them somewhere else, or risk picking them back up again, or, you know, actually placing them, or whatever. I don't want to deal with it. And I will waste. I'll be less efficient just to avoid that fate. That terrible fate. I don't want the Ocarina of Time guy coming after me. Met a terrible fate, haven't you? Oh, I forget. The Majora's Mask guy. Ocarina of Time. I know my Zeldas, I swear I do. Have I seen the preview of the new mob with the stuffed bear? Stuffed bear? No. In Vintage Story? Or do you mean like the new bear armor you can make? Sounds more like BioShock than Vintage Story. Although there's not some insignificant crossover in theme as far as creepiness factor can go. At least the first BioShock. Good old peridotite veins going forever. Oh my goodness. Yeah, these really do just go forever. Wow. Hey there, Core. Welcome. Hope all is well. All is well. Hope the same for you, too. This is going slower than I had anticipated. Gotta put efficiency 5 on this pickaxe. Being able to add horns would be pretty cool. So there is a teaser for this new mob on the Discord. I'll have to check it out. Is it in like the dev log channel or something? Fortune 3 these rocks, yeah, exactly. Now, if we weren't a hunter, I'm pretty sure we'd be getting more because there's a chance to get 2 olivine per block. But as a hunter, that chance is like super duper low. I think it's supposed to be like a 10% chance to get 2. As a hunter, we get reduced drops from mining. Really? How did I miss that? Okay. Sure. Sure, me. One row. Oh, here we go. It opens up a little bit here. How are we doing? We're doing pretty good. I probably have all of this that I need, honestly. Let's finish the current stack. 6 more. Ow! Really? Get out of here. Okay. Nothing. As I was saying, so 3 more. Alright. Yeah, he was a quiet one. Not gonna lie. Mr. Sneaksy Hobbitses. Alright. We're gonna call that there. I'm gonna just run out to here. Oh, great. Didn't light this up properly, did I? Didn't light it at all, in fact. Alright. We're just gonna dig up from here a little bit. Methinks. There's water above us, but it's probably at least a couple blocks up. Just grab some of this bauxite. I know we have a bauxite quarry, but I don't want to quarry right now. Just want to mine the old-fashioned way. And we'll just fill up the rest of the way on these stones, which should go a lot faster. Like 3 or 4 times faster. Also, it's faster to even mine the blocks, so 4 to 5 times faster, maybe, total. And then we will book it home and call it there. So we're going to go past 10:15. Hope you all don't mind. The new stone bombs work just fine. Okay. We still need to get more saltpeter. We burned through all of ours making the new hardened leather. Hey there, Patrick Gaycock. And, oh, Benny Liveshits. Hey, good to see you again. How are we doing? We're moving along. And I get lost doing this stuff. This is the kind of thing I would do between episodes of the guide series, and I could spend hours. I'd spend sometimes 2-3 days just mining, getting metals. It's very, even with the jump scares, it's still like such a chill thing. Like, I'm just gonna go get some resources, and it's meditative. Yeah, I agree. Low polycat spin. Then my mind just sort of turns off. I'm like, I can just relax and not think about anything. Set the block in front of me. Minding your own business. Hey, there we go. Brand new pickaxe. Mind-blowing content. I somehow doubt that. I somehow doubt that. I appreciate the sentiment. But staring at the same block 1,000 times and mining it at speeds that would make the other block game chuckle or laugh uproariously. If I use bombs, yes, if I had bombs, Oak Tree. We'd have to get saltpeter first. I actually don't have any leads on where saltpeter could be found right now. We have to go caving for that. I'm so scared to go caving anymore. All those new mobs are just... Oh, man. I am indeed a very slow bomb. I could change mining speed, yeah. For this series, that would probably make a lot of sense. This is not meant to be like a mining series. It's meant to be a building series. But in general, we're not really having to mine. We're just doing the quarry. It's just that this happens to be... I guess if I had half a brain, I could have done the manual mining on the olivine, and then gone over to the bauxite quarry that's like right next door, right here, and gotten a couple of the bauxite blocks and then used the roll hammer. But I wasn't thinking about that, was I? No, I was not. We'll go to the end of this row, and we'll call it good. I think we'll be plenty full of both materials. Probably more of this than the olivine, actually. You just think ahead anyways? Exactly. Besides, when I can just sort of turn my brain off and mine a little bit. Can't blame a guy for wanting to do that, can you? Can't blame a dwarf for wanting to do that. If I was a dwarf. Alright. Let's go get our torches. Or at least most of them. Could probably get them all, actually. Where's the up here? Here it is. Boop. Sure, dude. I don't think you can see me from there anymore. But you'll try. Alright, let's run home, and we're going to call it there for the night. I don't really have to run home, but I do prefer to start the streams in roughly the same place as I left off the previous, like, weekend stream. Because the chores stream are not meant to be for making, like, actual progress in terms of the build. Except, like, when we're doing samey stuff over and over again. But then I'll allow myself to do that then. I wish I had a switch for my brain. You could do better. Get it switched too. Nintendo would brick it. Yeah, I've heard there's quite a bit of controversy over the Switch too. I don't have one, and I'm unlikely to get one anytime soon. Uh-oh, Nightbot got a little uppity there. Good just story on your Samsung fridge. Yeah, Nightbot is back. Oh yeah, it is a bad word, Kolshi. I mean, at least Nightbot thinks so. I forgot to see if I can change that. Let me mark that down here. Audit Nightbot. There we go. Hey there, you who survived. You realized you were live because of my crazy farming short. Hey, well, welcome. I think you're a new face around here, at least in chat at least. Ooh. Straight to the underworld. change the story in VR, you might lose your job. You know, I've only gotten to use VR a little bit, like once, and it was fine. I think for me the experience was somewhat ruined by the heavy headset, and I forget which one it was. One of my friends had it at their house, but the headset was just kind of uncomfortable. I want to say, oh gosh, this would have been, oh, was it pre-pandemic? I think it might have been. It was like the Oculus One or something, one of the earlier heavier ones. But, yeah, it's kind of like, it's okay. Then I did watch another friend play with theirs. Like, they were doing a stream, and they streamed playing a game in VR. They were playing something kind of like Hard Space Shipbreakers. Not sure if that has a VR mode. That could have been it. It looked very janky, though. Possibly because he was like moving his head and stuff, and it was only somewhat keeping up with him. Have I seen any I Am Krusty? No, I have not. You looked at the seconds joke while it was... I didn't read it out loud, I saw it though. What's up, hyenas? Does I Am Krusty do a lot of VR videos? Uh-oh, low polycat spin. VR gives you migraines. I didn't get to play for very long, so I wouldn't know. But it didn't do that to me, at least not for the, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes I was playing. Almost there. We're almost there. I'll probably just leave this stuff in my inventory, and we'll start the stream by chucking it into the pulverizer. Really? Okay. Don't run whatever you do. That'd be silly of you. I'll take your vat. Why not? You spawned on a bauxite we could survived? Oh yeah, the concussion risk from running into furniture with VR is a real one. Alright. Well folks, we're back. That's going to do it for the tour stream tonight. Thanks for hanging out, guys. It's good to see everybody here. But it is late now. We're an extra half hour over our usual time. That's okay though. We got a lot done, and I'm happy to have all this stuff hammered out before the Sunday stream. So, as always, my name has been Chores. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.